Democratic Senator Chris Van Hollen with the photo evidence that he met with accused gang member Garcia in El Salvador yesterday. He said that meeting was the main goal of his trip there. Homeland Security Advisor Stephen Miller called out Garcia's defenders.
You have the entire machinery of the Democrat Party using all of its power not to fight for lower costs, as President Trump is, or better trade deals, as President Trump is, or lower taxes, as President Trump is, but to fight to bring this illegal alien with all those horrific crimes and allegations and history against him back to the United States, where he can do what? He can commit additional acts that threaten the safety of the American people. This is the biggest, sharpest contrast you will ever see between the priorities of President Trump and the priorities of the Democrat Party.
Republican Senator Josh Hawley with this.
The Democrat Party has officially hit moral rock bottom. They are so in love with criminal illegals that they would like to go and personally escort them into the country one at a time, which I guess I slightly prefer to Joe Biden's version of this, which was to allow them in 10,000 a day at a time. But the truth is, the whole thing is absurd.
The White House emphasized the contrast between the parties on this issue. It posted a picture of Van Hollen's meeting alongside a photo of President Trump embracing Patty Morin. Rich.
Hey, good morning, Jackie. Well, now President Trump is weighing in on Senator Van Hollen's trip. This morning, the president posted, quote, Senator Chris Van Hollen of Maryland looked like a fool yesterday, standing in El Salvador begging for attention from the fake news media or anyone. El Salvadorian President Nayib Bukele, an ally of President Trump, posted photos of the meeting and wrote, quote, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, miraculously risen from the, quote, death camps and torture, now sipping margaritas with Senator Van Hollen in the tropical paradise of El Salvador in this case. Jackie?
Wow. All right. Rich Edson for us at the White House. Thank you, Rich. Ben Ferguson, host of the 47 Morning Update podcast and co-host of the Verdict with Ted Cruz podcast now. Ben, thanks for being here. Just to pick up where Rich left off, apparently Van Hollen, not the last Democrat planning to make a trip. You would think that with all these new details trickling out, that maybe some of those lawmakers would reconsider their plans.
No, why would they ever do that, right? Because they don't stand up for the American people. They stand up for MS-13 gang members. This may be the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my entire life from the Democratic Party.